sit over there? Because there's more sun there. Two dogs and you said with three cats. Hopefully not an hour it will go rainy. But then it's going to be kind of I can even do this.
Oh, I didn't read your You know, it's going to be hard to take a picture and bring in your umbrella.
By that
I mean,
yeah, by that time.
A lot of people. There's no seats. So we need to.
Go.
And then they'll take a picture of it. And then it's $10. That's the end of it. This is like they don't go only it's a surprise. We never enter.
Max, I 2 steps to get in the house.
Like 50 minutes. It's like, oh, I really consider it. You see inside the house? How often that happens?
yeah. I can even dance today as soon as I go on vacation.
Lana, yes, did you see? I did, yeah. Oh, just all of a sudden last weekend. She came and said to me, I had all her folders stacked. I thought she already committed to finalized. So I wanted to throw all the brochures all at the college equipment. Somehow it was there.
I said, boy, this house must not like having
Then I'm okay. I'm going to see Monday at the campus. She said, I'm photography here. And I said, oh, she's all, oh, really? She got scared. It's not a big there's a big where are you going to go?
Agnes, then.
And then I think then she said, the last one, and then and Jefferson. Really cool campus and all, I was
I heard him. We're gonna find one straggler. It's like
This one might post the plane.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a little pre-graduation message here. Someone out you has the name of Ann Lindquist. And even though I'm a big fan of Wawa, your Wawa credit card is with Jim Selman, our security officer at the gate entrance. So if Ann Lindquist or anybody who's friends with her, her Wawa card is at the main entrance. Graduation starts in 12 minutes.
Just go up and say principal at the end of the
$1,500 a year. 4 years times $1,500. Or a little bit else. Has to work minimum like 300 hours a year.
even while studying?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean that's during the breaks. You can easily knock it out during the school breaks, especially Christmas and during the summer.
Well, there's 166 on that side. So
Sure, so they don't know who.
She got up there and said, well, she
Yeah. I saw Carlo. He's very, very knowing. She's part of the car.
And there was a rainbow, and then on one side the sky was like eerie colors, and on the other side it was so beautiful.
Well, it was sunny when Dan and I walked.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of work in the night, so I've been teaching
We walked
it.
in the morning.
Also tomorrow and Friday night I get shut down. So now you just the body Wait, yeah. I don't know. I told Neha to pick. Her boyfriend is coming. I can see what they
It's going to be harder for, a bigger group. It's harder to get invitation and train them here. We'll see how it's at. Tomorrow morning we start. 4 hours later. Where is the bus? It's in New Jersey.
Southern Tip. There's a ferry. I learned today there's a ferry across the way. So you can go see it.
There's a ferry from our house. We're in New Jersey
From New Jersey to Delaware. So you have to drive.
or take our car in the ferry.
Maybe it's big enough to get a car.
Everybody's been telling us like very historical right now. Oh, historic homes. And then there's a body of water. So besides that, we're leaving in the morning, so it's a long hour. It's driving in the city. God, I have no idea. He's driving. He's not good. Are you?
I didn't really ask. Yeah, I don't know.
Like there's 15. Yeah. Some people are slow. I'm gonna check this over.
So glad.
You should go with them.
I know.
No, they're gonna survive.
They need a house mom.
No, that would be so
This is the first girls that have ever done that.
Bending over.
First time ever.
Yeah.
My son went 2 years back.
Not like rocks.
Yeah, it was the first girls that ever done it.
I felt that that's where he started. He drank, I know that. And it started out
Yeah, for sure.
outside, and it started and so they started just falling off the
But he survived.
and I didn't like it was kind of like this so I was trying to get a picture and I didn't know it was going so fast.
I didn't want to touch
And
it.
me in the background looking for it. I had to laugh. I thought that was just too funny that I ended up in the same shot. I never saw it.
Quiet!
have anything to tell mom. I have anything. Because I didn't plan. It's all just, if she doesn't have anybody to go with, then that's at home. And Thursday, Friday, whatever I cook, it's all home. Yeah. Trying to like teach her on something, cooking yourself. Yeah. They don't want to do that. They want to wake up and just go and have breakfast. It's so easy to get breakfast. Turn around. Turn around.
Yeah, you told me to find the wrong thing, so.
Oh, okay. Why you flushing? Can you bring mom this way?
I like that it's not cooler because my mom's it was always black and white and just like I want or do you know who Jim Hitchens he has that white I forget what it says about they paid to look like that. I know I said that, but that's what
Dubai to India. Yeah, but I never stepped out of the airport. My son has been asking, oh, Dubai. Start.
White, yeah. And in our school, it's black and orange. Always wear the black.
Right from your front, your car, right? And anybody who
Take pictures of that. It's all right. Take pictures. Yes. They're coming down here. No, she's supposed to be on the left. Supposed to be the third row.
Oh, I see.
Where?
Yeah,
Right there?
I
Holding the hat?
She's wearing gold.
You see the earring?
She's holding on to her hat right now. الان میشینم وقتی که میشینم ما رو میبینم
I'm gonna stand right here. She's right there. There she is.
Carla!
Shut up. She's so cute.
Turn your head back.
Turn her hand this way. Wait. She's so cute. I love her. I'd shout s'mores, but like, she doesn't respond to Kyla either. Oh no! I think it is too. Do you want to keep going further down?
Yeah, it's second row somewhere there. I saw her. I can't see them now. I can see a lot now. The tall boy, right? Oh, okay. There's oh, yeah. Yeah, that's just frozen.
Does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Good evening, everyone. My name is Molly Saperstein, and I'm the Student Body Vice President. It is my honor to welcome the school board, the superintendent, the administrators, teachers, parents, and of course my classmates to the Great Valley Class of 2019 graduation. I want to thank you all for coming here tonight in the celebration of our accomplishments and our years of hard work. I want to thank everyone here for helping us to get to this point that we are at today, because we would not be here without each and every one of you. Now, there are a few things I could say about my 13 years at Great Valley, but as many of my friends here today could tell you, I'm the crying friend, so I will do my best to spare you. Now, to the class of 2019, I want to say thank you for giving me 13 years worth of memories to look back on. Thank you for 13 years of memories that I will probably cry about tonight when we leave this stadium as Great Valley alumni. I've been lucky enough to grow up with some of you, those of us who had 13 long years worth of memories together. And there are some of you who I grew into myself with in just the last few years. But in 13 years, or in only one, the memories we have made together, as friends and as a class, will stay with us for the rest of our lives. This year, we do not leave the halls of Great Valley weighed down by summer reading books, excited to spend summers at the beach and eager to return in the fall. But this time, we leave forever. This year, we leave the halls of Great Valley filled with the memories that will last us lifetimes. This year, we leave excited to go many new places and begin to do many new things. And with that, I would like to thank you for joining us today and welcome everyone to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2019.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Fiona Schaefer, and it has been an honor to serve as the Student Body Recording Secretary this year. Tonight, I have the privilege of introducing my longtime friend, Elizabeth Canella. Lizzie Canella is the daughter of Kristen Clue and Joseph Canella, and sister to Ben. Lizzie is a member of the Interact Club, Key Club, the National Hispanic Honor Society, and the National Honor Society. She sings in the school choir, acts in the school plays, and has been a student director of the Drama Guild. Lizzie is also the editor-in-chief of the school newspaper, The Surveyor. She is a Desmond Student Achiever, and she has been awarded the Silver Medal on the National Spanish Exam and has been recognized as an AP Scholar with Honor by the College Board. In the fall, she will be attending the University of California, Los Angeles for psychology. Please join me in welcoming Lizzie Canella to the stage.
Thank you, Fiona, for that lovely introduction. I remember the first day of 9th grade, not like it was yesterday, but like it was a lifetime ago. I remember avoiding the Great Valley Seal, being late for third period geometry, and being intimidated by all of the upperclassmen. I remember going home that day thinking that I would never be able to memorize the layout of the school. I remember what it was like to be a freshman. And now, we're seniors. I never thought that I would get the chance to stand here and make a grand speech. For as much as I like to participate in class, I don't like speeches all that much. Not because I hate public speaking, but because they're typically riddled with cliches. Cliches that are very often shallow and quite boring. And my time here at Great Valley has been anything but. It's been an exciting, exhilarating, and entertaining experience, one that's deserving of so much more than banal and hackneyed cliches. But sometimes, you can't escape the truth of truisms because there is an undeniable universality to cliches, one that permeates all of our lives and brings us closer together in the end. For example, it's cliche to say that I've always viewed Great Valley as my second home, but that's exactly what it is to me. It's where I've experienced some of the best things in life, being a part of the student section, dressing up for Spirit Week, being featured on the library Instagram page, and the always inspiring morning announcements, although maybe not Wake Up Wednesdays. It's also where I've experienced some of the worst things. The fire drills in the middle of winter, the crowded hallways, the APUSH outlines, the seminars, the clap essay, and, of course, the infamous block days. But all of those things only serve to make Great Valley my home. Because after all, home is not where everything is perfect. Home is where you belong. And I belong when I'm here. It's cliche to say that I never thought I'd be a senior. From the low ropes course to the high ropes course in middle school, from Henlopen to DC, I've made innumerable memories with all of you that I wouldn't trade for the whole world. I mean, what other class is going to vote the Star-Spangled Banner the #1 song at our school dance? Through it all, I never imagined this day would arrive so soon. I remember thinking that it would be forever before I graduated myself. I guess forever wasn't so long. Because now, when I look out at the students before me, I see my peers who've become my friends, and my friends who've become my family. I see talent, I see athleticism, I see musicality, I see genius, I see entrepreneurship, and I see pure altruism at work every day. I see a multifaceted group of accomplished, gifted, and brilliant individuals who will undoubtedly go on to change the world. Another cliche, I know. Some of you may know exactly what you want to do in life, and others may have absolutely no idea. But that's okay. You don't have to know everything. Life is not a test. There's no Scantron, and there's no multiple choice, and there's certainly no word bank. Life is more like an essay. You can't write it all in one night, and you can't use Wikipedia for everything. You have to plan and organize and take breaks and occasionally ask someone to proofread. And because essays are writing, and writing is art, and art is never finished, neither is life's journey, even when you think it is. It might take time to find ourselves, but that's the beauty of our reality. We have time. Time to explore and time to decide. Time to figure it all out. Maybe not the incomprehensible mystery of life overall, but at the very least, the meaning of our own lives. Our time at Great Valley High School might be coming to a close, but our time in the world is just beginning. It might be cliche, but the future truly does belong to us. No matter where you go, no matter what you study, no matter where you live, you'll always be tied to this place. And with that, you'll bring the unparalleled spirit of Great Valley with you. As I come to a close, I could stand here and try to describe exactly how I feel right now. Try to express how grateful I am to everyone. How proud I am to be able to call myself a patriot. How elated I am to finally be graduating. But most of all, how sad I am that it's all ending. I probably know hundreds of more sophisticated words other than sad, ones that aren't so ordinary and pedestrian, but I don't think that the bittersweet and melancholic feeling I have can really be described with words. And now I have to indulge in one final cliche. A thank you to everyone who's helped me get this far. To two of my favorite teachers, Mrs. Druckenmiller and Mr. Hess, thank you for always believing in me, for enriching my life, for shining a light on a dark room full of things that I had never seen before. To my best friends, Claire Redfern and Camilla Lamarada, thank you for giving me one of the greatest gifts in life, friendship. Because you're not just my friends, you're my sisters. To my little brother, Ben, thank you for being my true best friend. And to my mom, thank you for absolutely everything. And to all of you, my Great Valley family, thank you for making my time here so memorable, for making it so remarkably extraordinary, for making it an unforgettably great day in the Valley.
Good evening, classmates, family, and friends. My name is Dominic Finan, and I have the privilege of serving as a student body treasurer this year. Tonight, I have the honor of introducing one of Great Valley's most esteemed students, my longtime friend, Jovan Lee. Jovan is the daughter of Wei and Mao Chong Lee. Jovan is a 4-year member of string orchestra, as well as Great Valley's most selective instrumental ensemble, Symphony Orchestra. She has also participated in the Chester County Youth Orchestra and was invited to participate in 4 of PMEA's prestigious orchestra festivals. Jovan is also an active member of our morning show and is a member of the French Club and the National French Honor Society. Next year, she will study communications at Northeastern University. Please join me in welcoming my friend, Jovan Lee.
Thank you, Dominic. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. I know graduation ceremonies can be a bit long, so I'll try to be brief. Today, it is my job to impart some words of wisdom before we all move on to the next chapter in our lives. I must say, the amount of pressure that I feel in this moment cannot be exaggerated. For how am I supposed to share inspiring revelations about the meaning of life, when my own life is kind of a hot mess. But therein lies the truth. Unless you are one of those micromanaging maniacs who has the next 30 years of their lives planned out, I would bet money that all of your lives up to this point has been a bit of a hot mess as well. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. I have always been someone who didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. When I was 5, I wanted to be a dentist. But then I visited a dentist for the first time and was properly traumatized, which quickly put an end to that dream. Afterwards, I considered becoming a vet. But while I love animals, they don't seem to feel the same. By the time I got to high school, I figured I should give engineering a try. You know, a respectable Asian career. But 1 year in a pre-engineering class showed me that becoming the next Tony Stark just wasn't in my future. As you can probably imagine, I started panicking not long after that. I was 16 years old with no clear passion for any subject, no particular plans for college, and no long-term life goals. So where did I go from there? Well, I started with a few mental breakdowns, which eventually led to an existential crisis. Because I didn't know what I wanted in life, I began to question its purpose. You know that really emo saying, life is pain, existence is futile, death is inevitable? Those words are a pretty accurate description of where I was at that point. But it was my mother who first inspired me to change my way of thinking. After watching me cry my eyes out on an otherwise unremarkable evening in my junior year, she turned to me and she said, "Why are you sitting there, wallowing in your own self-pity? Your life isn't going to magically find its own purpose. You need to actively search for it yourself. Don't give up just because you haven't found it yet." I slowly realized that I had been viewing my situation through a pessimistic lens, which hindered me both as a student and as a person. I had been overwhelmed by the fact that I had no clear-cut life plan, and this thought process prevented me from making any actual progress. So I decided to take a word from Henry David Thoreau and simplify. I began by focusing on easy-to-accomplish tasks, such as researching colleges, signing up for campus visits, and taking career surveys. And thus, I discovered that the key to success is baby steps. Instead of agonizing over the overwhelming question of what I should do with my life, I turned my attention to smaller goals that would eventually lead me to an answer. Fast forward to today, and while I still haven't figured out what that answer is yet, I have come a long way from where I was just 1 year ago. So I'd like to take a quick moment to personally thank the special people in my life who have supported me along the way. First, to my closest friends, who somehow still tolerate me, even after the embarrassment that was freshman year. You know who you are. Next, to my parents, who always support my decisions, even at their own sacrifice. And finally, to my grandma. Most people don't know this, but my grandma personally raised me for 16 years, and her final promise to me before her death 2 years ago was to be at my graduation in spirit. So thank you, Grandma, because you are one of the main reasons I am standing on this podium today. And last but definitely not least, I'd like to address everyone in the audience who currently feels themselves in a similar situation to mine. The road ahead might look daunting in its uncertainty, but know that it's okay if your life feels like it's a bit of a hot mess. Every setback you encounter will only bring you one step closer to discovering the pathway that is perfect for you. So to the class of 2019, embrace your blunders. The death of an old dream only means the birth of a new one. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Carlin Chrissy, and it has been an honor to serve as the Student Body Corresponding Secretary this past year. It is my pleasure to introduce one of the most outstanding and hardworking people I've ever known, Cody Funk. Cody is the son of Don and Michael Funk and brother to Casey. Throughout high school, Cody has been a part of the Great Valley Swim and Dive Team, Model United Nations, Mock Trial, and Ice Hockey Club, serving as its captain. This year, he took on a huge role as one of the directors and writers for the annual Senior Variety Show. He was inducted into the National Honor Society as well as the Hispanic National Honor Society. Cody has received the highest achievement in chemistry award, the Donald N. Meldrum Memorial Scholarship, and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Certificate of Merit. He will be attending the College of William and Mary in the fall studying biochemistry. Please join me in welcoming the wonderful Cody Funk to the stage.
Thank you, Carlin, for a great introduction, but even further, for being an incredible friend. Fellow classmates, as I stand before you today, I challenge you to travel back to our first day at the high school as freshmen. Can you remember how nervous we all were? Our backpacks were stuffed with binders and unnecessary amounts of pencils, and we all shared a general sense of anxiety. But what were we anxious for? The truth is, we all knew that the next 4 years of our lives would provide an incomparable opportunity for our futures. A chance to discover our passions, a chance to discover ourselves. 4 years later, we sit together now as a fundamentally changed group of people. Look at us, the class of 2019. As National Merit Qualifiers and Quiz Bowl champions, we are thinkers. As 5K organizers and NHS members, we are volunteers. As student council representatives and Model UN delegates, we are strategists. As art show features and drama guild actors, we are artists. And as college recruits and dedicated teammates, we are athletes. But how could such a diverse and talented student body arise from the blank slate presented to us on our first day as freshmen? We must recognize that every path that has led us to today is a product of our choices. As we move to the next chapter of our lives, it is our choices that will determine who we'll become. So that all of us can ensure that we wield the power of choice as one of our greatest assets, I thought I would help to reduce the vast application of choices to only the quintessential pieces: visible and blindfolded. The first facet of a choice arises from applying what has been explicitly taught to you towards making a decision. I will refer to these situations as visible choices because they have clear-cut solutions and expectable consequences. I am sure that all of us make visible choices every day. They allow us to take exams, fill in those Scantrons, and do our homework. But maybe not every visible choice is as transparent as the rest. When I lost my uncle in the winter of our sophomore year, I would be lying if I told you that I knew how to confront that grief. Especially because he had lived with my family at the time, I was left with a puzzle of emotion that I did not know how to put back together. But instead of submitting to the unknown, I decided to pursue a different path to acquire stability, one founded on visible choice. Freshman health with Mrs. Radcliffe the year prior had taught me that assuming a personal passion and sticking to it could be a great coping mechanism during a period of profound change. So I, to many people's astonishment, chose to pursue yoga. Trust me, I never would have thought that yoga could be a solution to any problem, but what else did I have to turn to other than that which I was explicitly taught? In the end, I made a visible choice, and it delivered exactly what I had expected and needed: closure. Thanks, Mrs. Radcliffe. Let us not forget that making visible choices based on the knowledge we have gained from others can fortify our roots as we continue to grow as members of society. But even so, not every choice is that easy. The second facet of choice is dependent on testing the waters for yourself, using your own values and your own prerogative to help decide the best route. These can often become the most daunting choices because they provide no clear outcome when they are first presented to you. Therefore, I will refer to these decisions as blindfolded choices. Although you cannot see the path, you turn to your other senses to help guide the way. When Great Valley Ice Hockey did not have a team this year, I chose to begin swimming for the school, even though I could not tell you the last time I was even in a pool before I hopped in for the first practice. Sure, a lot of people may have thought I was crazy at the time, yet somewhere deep down, my gut feeling told me that it would all be worthwhile. Supported by a great coach, I discovered lifelong friends and beat every personal goal that I had for myself. Without adhering to my gut feeling, I would have never stumbled upon one of the greatest experiences of my life. Although intimidating, listening to yourself often manifests into the greatest rewards. Sometimes you just have to hop in. Now think back to our first day as freshmen again. But this time, think of all the choices you have made that have led you to these seats today. Sure, sometimes it may have been difficult, or you probably have not always made the right decision, but that is the beauty of choice. It is versatile, forgiving, and reoccurring. I could stand before you all and reflect on the bright future that lies ahead of us, but the truth is I have no idea what any of your futures may produce. What I can assure you is that no matter what you pursue next year, college, trade school, a job, or a gap year, it will demand choices to be made. And in the words of the great philosopher Aristotle, excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. Now, before I leave this podium, I would be remiss if I did not give thanks to the people in my own life who have taught me the same lessons that I have attempted to share with you today. To Mr. Bradley and Mrs. O'Mara, among all the teachers that I've been lucky to learn from at Great Valley, I thank each of you for helping me to realize the person that I aspire to be. To my brother Casey, to my grandmother and grandfather, to my Uncle Ari, and to my Tia Dino, I love you all. And finally, to my mom and dad, for all that you have done for me and all that you continue to do. Through my own choices, I hope to make you proud of your boy. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Hello, my name is Sarah Lindstrom, and I am the Senior Class Vice President. Today, I have the pleasure of recognizing our faculty advisors, Mr. Esterly and Ms. Carlino. These two teachers have given their time and energy to work with commencement speakers as they wrote their speeches. On behalf of Class of 2019, I thank you for your time and dedication.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Peyton Weed, and I am the president of the class of 2019. It is my absolute honor and privilege to thank two amazing individuals who have helped our class throughout the past 4 years. Mrs. Christie and Mr. DePori have not only assisted with prom and homecoming, but with organization of various activities and events that further contributed to class fundraisers. Through the recurring moments of complications and difficulties, they were always willing to both guide our ideas and share their advice. Without their constant support, our class would not have been able to experience many of the events that made our high school experience so memorable. On behalf of the class of 2019, I'd like to thank you both once again for your determination, dedication, and most importantly, your constant support.
Good evening. My name is May Sheriff, and I am the senior class treasurer. From the youth of elementary school, the growth of middle school, and the maturity of high school, teachers from kindergarten to 12th grade have all played a key role in getting us to this point. This year, we would like to give a special thanks to 3 members of the Great Valley family who will retire at the end of the 2018-2019 school year. Mrs. Margaret Kerr and Mr. Russell Wren from our high school faculty, as well as Mr. Chuck Linderman, our Director of Business Affairs. We wish you much happiness in your retirement. On behalf of the class of 2019, I would like to ask all teachers present to please stand and be recognized. We thank you for your dedication and service.
Hi everyone, my name is Kate Cargan and I was the Student Body Vice President this year. It is my honor to introduce Mr. Matthew Ellis. Mr. Ellis has been teaching for 12 years, 4 years here at Great Valley High School, and he has coached football for 15 years. Before becoming a teacher, he served in the Army, first as an artilleryman, then in the infantry, during the Iraq War with the 1st Armored Division. His unit was tasked with numerous assignments, including taking control of one of Saddam's palaces in Baghdad, which they then made their home base. His unit also helped put down insurgencies in Fallujah and Najaf during the early stages of the war. After his contract with the military expired, Mr. Ellis returned home and soon graduated from Westchester University with a bachelor's degree in mathematics education. He graduated from Wilkes University with a master's degree in educational technology and is currently working on a master's degree in computer science at Georgia Tech. He is here tonight to honor our graduates that will serve our country in the armed forces.
Thank you very much. It is my honor. Oh. That was your honor, sorry. Okay. Over the past several years, it has been my pleasure to watch many of the students in this graduating class grow from young, transitioning middle school students to the high school graduates that we are celebrating tonight. I'd like to start out by offering my congratulations to all of you. I am here, however, to talk about a select subgroup of our graduates. Today I address everyone as Mr. Ellis, a math and computer science teacher. For me, though, the path to this point was not straight. As a young man, while my friends were preparing for their second year of college, I elected to leave school and enlist in the United States Army. It was a peaceful time in American history, and there was little chance of conflict in the near future. I felt that I needed time to grow and mature, and like many young adults, a little discipline wouldn't hurt. This was not a popular decision in my home, as I had never seen my mother cry the way that she did the night that I told her. Over the next few years, fortitude, discipline, and resilience became part of everyday life. Then came September 11th. What I thought was difficult in peacetime became comfortable in comparison to life in wartime. The mental, physical, and emotional extremes that the human body can endure are remarkable. From daily physically exhausting training regimens to the monotony of cleaning parking lots with push brooms. From the adrenaline rush of raiding an insurgent hideout to the exhaustion of trying to stay awake on guard duty. The human mind and body can endure much more than many people realize. The young men and women that I have the honor of introducing will be immersed in many of these hardships in the coming months and years. They will become members of an exclusive faction in our society, those who serve, those who defend us with their lives. To you and to all of your fellow graduates, I have just one piece of advice. When your mind and your body feel like quitting, understand that your tank is still half full. Your mind and your body can withstand far more than you think it can. Be strong, endure hardship, and push your limits. Do that which you know to be right, and no matter the outcome, you will be successful in life. Please join me in my admiration for the following members of the graduating class of 2019 who have willingly volunteered to serve in our military. When I call your name, please stand. Enlisting in the Marines, Joseph Castillo and Patrick Keene. Receiving Army ROTC scholarships, Aaron Bevick and Seth Hoffritz. Accepting an appointment to West Point, Dean Fitzgerald. I would also like to invite anyone who is serving or has served in the military that is here tonight to stand and be recognized. Please join me in thanking our past, present, and future service members.
Good evening to members of the Great Valley community. My name is Ryan May, and I had the pleasure of being the secretary of the class of 2019. Today is a wonderful day of celebration of the persistence and success of our senior class. I am very proud of my classmates for being where we are today. Part of our success needs to be credited to the outstanding work of the administration. Our administrators, Dr. Capitola, Mr. Connors, and Mr. McCluskey, have worked with us over the last 4 years to promote a fantastic learning environment. More than that, they have gotten involved in the lives of the students. Rare is the day when a student isn't greeted at the door by a smiling Mr. McCluskey and a nice hello from Mr. Connors. Dr. Capitola always strikes up conversations with us and makes sure that class events are running smoothly. It is clear that they care about the well-being of their students and making certain that every day is a great day in the Valley. On behalf of the class of 2019, we would like to thank you for all of your hard work that helped us to get to this day. Now I have the pleasure of introducing our principal, Dr. Capitola. Thank you, Dr. Capitola, for helping the class of 2019 get to this point.
Good evening. On behalf of the entire staff of Great Valley High School, I also welcome you to the commencement of the class of 2019. And what a beautiful night it has turned out to be. Before we recognize some outstanding scholars, I would like to share a few thoughts about something that I hope that everyone in attendance will think about and practice throughout your lives: gratitude. I know that there are many people here this evening feeling a strong sense of gratitude. I've heard it from almost every speaker so far. I can speak for the entire Great Valley High School staff when I say thank you to all the parents for entrusting your child's education to us. The class of 2019 has made a positive impact on Great Valley, and we thank you for sharing your sons and daughters with us these past 4 years. Graduates, you did it. Graduating high school is a huge milestone in life, but it is only the beginning of what I hope is a bright future for each and every one of you. But before the future begins, you have one more homework assignment from Dr. Cap. And there's no way that I'm going to be able to check that you do this. But trust me, when you do, you will be glad that you did, and you will make someone's day. William Arthur Ward stated, "Feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it." So graduates, it's time for you to give a present. I want you to think of at least one person you are feeling grateful for having in your life at this moment. This person is someone who believes in you, supports you, and has been there for you. I bet they're out there tonight. Your homework is to tell this person what he or she means to you and to thank him or her for what they have done to positively impact your life. You can do this via text, phone call, letter, or what I still believe is the best choice, a conversation that ends with a big hug. Life's journey is a long and winding road. There will be setbacks along the way, and it is during those difficult times when it will be important to let the past go and to move forward in a positive direction. But perhaps one of the most important pieces of advice I can remind you of is one that you've heard before, probably from your parents. Many of you have heard this from me. Surround yourself with positive people. You will create your own destiny, but the people in your supporting cast will also have a huge influence on your life. Cherish those people. Tell them often how much they mean to you and how grateful you are to have them in your life. I trust that you will complete this last Great Valley homework assignment. Thank you, class of 2019. At this time, I am honored to present to you some of Great Valley High School's exceptional academic achievers. The 3 students I am about to present have earned National Merit Scholarship Program finalist status. They have been selected from thousands of students nationwide to compete for millions of dollars in scholarship awards. I ask that these students stand and be recognized when I call their names. Daniel Han, Julia Hugh, and Kimberly Yang. A wonderful tradition we have here at Great Valley High School is our honor book. The following seniors have been chosen by the high school faculty to sign the school's honor book. Selections were based on each student's contribution to our school. Congratulations. Please come forward to sign the honor book when I read your name. First, Kate Corrigan. Carlin Chrissy. Dominic Finan. Molly Saperstein. And Kimberly Yang. Where's Kimberly? We will now recognize Great Valley High School's salutatorian and valedictorian for the class of 2019. This year's salutatorian with a grade point average of 4.502 is Elizabeth Canella. Our valedictorian with a GPA of 4.570, Tanya Kalianda. Congratulations to all of our graduates.
Hello, my name is Millie Field, and I had the pleasure of serving as the student representative to the school board this year. Dr. Regina Speaker-Polubinski joined the Great Valley School District as superintendent in 2015. She previously served as an educator and administrator at all levels pre-kindergarten through higher education in both regular and special education. Prior to coming to Chester County, Dr. Speaker-Polubinski worked at the state level as a special assistant to the Pennsylvania Secretary of Education. Dr. Speaker-Polubinski is an experienced educational leader who is engaging and collaborative. Her efforts to build relationships with all stakeholders extend into the student body through her presence in our schools and at our events, and through her facilitation of a student forum at Great Valley High School. We are pleased to welcome Dr. Speaker-Polubinski.
Good evening. It is with great pride that I welcome everyone here tonight, but most especially the class of 2019. Congratulations. It is my honor to be here with you as you celebrate your graduation from Great Valley High School. Earlier this year, I had the pleasure of attending a music event at the high school. As many of you know, our performances throughout the district are incredibly memorable. After this event, I was left with a lingering memory of our students' performance of the song, "This Is Me." which was Oscar nominated from the movie The Greatest Showman. Intended to highlight the power of each individual, the song highlights the fact that each of us brings something unique to the table, something that makes us stand out. While the things we identify in ourselves as different can sometimes make us feel scared or alone, the song encourages us to use our individual talents and personalities to make a glorious impact on the world. The song reminds us that each of us will face challenges in life. Those experiences may affect us in ways that change us or our perspectives. Some of them, a less perfect grade in a college math course, a breakup with someone special, not getting a job we really wanted, the loss of someone close, might even hurt. Tonight, members of the class of 2019, I encourage you to use your experiences to build grit, to become resilient, and channel the power that lies within you to effect positive change. Be brave, be optimistic, and continue to march to the beat of your own drum. Use the journey of life to learn who you truly are. As you stand before us now, ready to graduate, I ask you to think about the potential inside of you. As you venture away from Great Valley and into the world, never be ashamed of the things that make you who you are. Remember that you always come from families, from friendships, from a school district who takes great pride in you and who loves you very much. I encourage you to nurture your unique talents and interests, and then face the world confident and securely in who you are. In addition to your individual identity, class of 2019, you are also part of a larger identity. Tonight, you become a part of the legacy that is Great Valley School District. With your unique skills, talents, and personalities, each of you has shaped the legacy while you were here. You will continue, and always will be, a member of the Great Valley family for the rest of your lives. In just a few minutes, you will officially graduate. I congratulate not only you on this achievement, but also your parents, your families, your teachers, and our school community. We all share this evening with you, and I am personally grateful for the many ways you've shared your unique selves with me. I hope that you will take some time over the next several days, and as Dr. Kapp's homework assignment clearly indicated, to share your own gratitude with those in your life who have supported you, challenged you, have made you feel part of a community. These people see your potential, they believe in you, and they have helped to shape the person that you are. We all look forward to the things that you will accomplish. Remember that there is always a place for you in Great Valley, and you will always be welcomed home. Congratulations to you, and best wishes.
Good evening. My name is Ian Adler, and I had the pleasure of serving as a student representative to the school board. Dave Barrett is the president of the Great Valley School Board and in his 10th year of serving on the board. Mr. Barrett and his wife Claudia have lived in Malvern for 18 years. They have 2 sons, both graduates of Great Valley. Mr. Barrett earned his Bachelor of Science degree in Chemical Engineering from Purdue University in West Lafayette, Indiana, and holds a Certificate of Business from Harvard University in Cambridge, Massachusetts. He has worked over 26 years in the private sector, where he currently manages the supply chain for a Fortune 500 company. When he is not attending school board meetings, he spends time with his family and enjoys skiing and making home improvements. Please welcome Mr. Dave Barrett.
Thank you, Ian. Cody, Annalise, Sarah, Ryan, Sydney, Molly, Seth, and the rest of the class of 2019. It is my honor to represent the Great Valley School Board and congratulate you on your accomplishments. Today you begin a new chapter in your life. We've heard of many accomplishments over the years, and we look forward to hearing of many more in the future to come. So on behalf of the Great Valley School Board, along with your parents, families, teachers, and all the Great Valley community, I wish you the best. Congratulations to the class of 2019.
Mr. President, each member of this class has completed the academic requirements of the Pennsylvania State Department of Education and can now be approved by the Board of School Directors as graduates of Great Valley High School. It is my pleasure to proudly present the students in the class of 2019 for the awarding of their individual diplomas. At this time, I would like to invite Molly Saperstein, Student Council President, to receive her diploma. I would also like to invite Peyton Weed, Senior Class President, to come forth to receive her diploma. Molly and Peyton will now call forth their classmates to receive their diplomas.
Catherine Ann Corrigan.
Sarah Elizabeth Lindstrom.
Dominic George Finan.
May Ryan Sheriff.
Fiona Shannon Schaefer.
Ryan Christopher May.
Carlin Morella Chrissy.
Elizabeth L. Canella.
Amelia Constance Field.
Jovan Lee.
Ian Benjamin Adler.
Cody M. Funk.
Alana Sarah Babbitt.
Tanya Kalyanda.
Anna Grace Defina.
Erin Elizabeth Krakus.
Mason Sylvia Field.
Emily Ann Fender.
Karime Y. Flores.
Brianna T. Flanagan.
Aisha Kumar.
Sarah E. Goldman.
Alyssa Lauren Maldonado.
Ryan Cooper Long.
Ronan McDermott.
Aaron Lee Majesic.
Zachary Robert Nuspickle.
Daniel M. Milani.
Daniela Sofia Rivera Gonzalez.
Jessica Marie Preston.
Evan C. Search.
Alexandra Jillian Rubin.
Arun Agarwal.
Yuri Anthony Tevz.
Shaheb Ahmed.
Jack James Agnew.
Matthew Alfonso Oliva.
Courtney Erica Alber.
Mary Serafina Apellion.
Kyla Rena Asiag.
Sneha Nirmala Balkar.
Chase A. Bardsley.
Joshua Robert Bauer.
Kevin Vincent Beck.
Eliza Shipley Baylor.
Tucker W. Bernhard.
Shannon Cosgrove Beston.
Erin Elizabeth Bevick.
David Beetsia.
Colin M. Biddle.
Miles Lawrence Blahane.
Tasneem Bookbinder.
Adam Joseph Brophy.
Paige Alexandra Brown.
Jonathan P. Bruns.
Tabor James Bryant.
Laura A. Bullock.
Joshua Dupree Burgess.
Declan Frank But.
Jackson Ryan Campbell.
Carrie P. Cantrell.
Alessandra Curtis Capitola.
Daylin Cartagena.
Joseph Castillo.
Grace Gisela Castro Naranjo.
Megan Elizabeth Catarino.
Sabiha Alif Sabisi.
Evan Alexander Chang.
Amani Satchel Christopher.
Elizabeth Ann Cianci.
Hayden Alexander Coates.
Maxwell R. Kogan.
Samuel Adam Cole.
William Joseph Collins III.
Eilish Marie Kamaski.
Simon Tennessee Conrad.
Victor Correa Mendez.
Christian Scott Cornelius.
Jason Tyler Coughlin.
Kiernan Vincent Craven.
Alana Marissa Hope Cunningham.
Andrew Ryan Curcio.
Lydia Grace Curry.
Dana Lauren Dioria.
William Webster David.
Ryan Damian.
Debaroon Day.
Rachel David Melavilla.
Owen Michael Deitch.
Olivia Degnan.
Madison Taylor Devlin.
Mia Antoinette DiRobertis.
George Dimitri.
Lauren Elise DeCranian.
Allison Rose Tiefendorfer.
Alicia May DiDonato.
Andrew S. DeSanto.
Chad Arthur Deal.
Leah Marie Dominic.
John A. DeStefano.
Eva Grace Dremen.
Isri Dominguez Flores.
Kayla Madison Dugan.
Timothy LaShane Dyer.
Sarah Kate Fisher.
Dean Philip Fitzgerald.
Bryn E. Flannery.
Austin Jeremiah Fleth.
Adrian Sean Flores.
Thomas William Flynn IV.
Bryn Madden Foga.
Aiden Harold Fox.
Gavin Paul Frankenheimer.
Miguel Angel Fuentes.
Martha Marina Garcia Galdamez.
Tyler Matthew Gamma.
Hadley Gray Gilfillan.
Michaela Rose Gardner.
Brianna Grananos.
Stephanie Lavender Getz.
Christine Victoria Gustwhite.
Rachel Elizabeth Gober.
Maxwell Peter Gustwhite.
Julia Skillern Gresh.
Allison Katrina Guyette.
Matthew Eugene Gusiora.
Courtney Elizabeth Guyette.
Daniel Gutierrez.
Daniel Z. Hahn.
Magdalena D. Hafner.
Emily Louise Hart.
Ryan Matthew Hamill.
Amanda M. Hines.
Rohit Haridas.
Geraldine Hernandez.
Thomas Martin Hayes.
Seth J. Hoffritz.
Kayla Marie Henrick.
Austin Joseph Horvath.
Mackenzie Brooke Hilditch.
Julia Wong Hu.
Anna Marie Hopkins.
Jillian E. Akabuchi.
Meredith Ann Housen.
Logan Xavier Jerome.
Jennifer M. Huffman.
Alex B. Juan.
Abigail Hannah Jarmusic.
Sarah Elizabeth Karwoski.
Jack Charles Johnson.
Daniel Patrick Kelly.
Patrick Keene.
Benjamin R. Cressman.
Sean Patrick Kenny.
Andrew Michael Kearns, Jr.
Maura Delaney Kern.
Lauren Kim.
Alexander Michael Cozy.
Michael Augustine Koenig.
Robert N. Kusha.
Pragnia S. Kausick.
Matthew Nicholas Kraft.
Stephanie A. Kreider.
Nandini Krishnan.
David Michael Layden.
Camilla Lamarada.
Eric Michael Lanier.
Jacob William Lauber.
Erin Elizabeth Lawless.
Ryan J. Layden.
Tori John Lanker.
William Roger Lewis.
Angelyn E. Lodge.
Olivia Jane Lomax.
Elaine Ann Luce.
Bayberline Yesenia Lopez Upan.
Griffin Thomas Lowndes.
Sydney Lynn Younger Lunning.
Mark J. Lucier.
Gabriel Logan Meningus.
Declan William Mannion Jr.
Surya Tasia Mantha.
Alexandra Elizabeth Marks.
Rachel Jamie Matthias.
Carly Danielle McCarthy.
Brian Patrick McDonough.
Patrick McDermott.
Gregory Michael McLaughlin.
Morgan Elizabeth.
Sarah Nicole Merriweather.
Peyton Harper Meyer.
Jacob M. Maystel.
Nolan James Michael.
Christopher John Miner.
Jacob Darwin Mingus.
Cassidy Marie Mitchell.
Declan Thomas Mitchell.
Rahman Mohammed.
Claudia Catherine Mongeau.
John Patrick Monahan.
Mark Raymond Montag.
Akira Kai Morales.
Ashley Elizabeth Morelli.
Maynor Danilo Marino.
Gideon Morgan.
Daniel John Muck.
Jenny Jin Mullen.
Sarah Elizabeth Munchback.
Raza Murtaza Nakvi.
Sarah Elizabeth Maxwell.
Mitchell Joseph Nearing.
Anthony B. Nugent.
Nicholas William Nikes.
Arundhati N. Natur.
John Brendan O'Donnell.
Joseph O'Neill III.
Edison Paul Ordonez Jaramillo.
Jennifer M. Ozinski.
Ethan Eric Page.
Liam Jeffrey Palmer.
Nathan Andrew Paolella.
Nathaniel Stefan Parks Smith.
Jessica Lynn Parsons.
Warwick William Parvis.
Jordan Veda Parvishkan.
Jadalyn M. Paslow Feldman.
Efrosini Pasalis.
Caitlin M. Peduto.
Lucy S. Pepperman.
Ryan C. Perkins.
Nicholas Stephen Fow.
Rajiv Phillip.
Thomas Joseph Pietra.
Katie Elizabeth Podell.
Annalise Catherine Pareca.
Joshua David Porton.
Jacob David Prevo.
Jordan Elizabeth Radzanowski.
Jared A. Ray.
Claire Grace Redfern.
Nicholas Richard Reynolds Jr.
Dawson Bradley Rhodes.
Alexis A. Richardson.
Benjamin William Ricker.
Christian M. Riedel.
Luis Fernando Rodriguez Mendez.
Paola Roman.
Angela Esther Rosica Sangino.
Alexander Roti.
Jefferson Alexander Salinas Zuniga.
Syra Saliani.
Divya Rishikesh Samant.
Julia M. Sanbei.
Gabriel E. Sanchez.
Morgan Marie Sanderson.
Cheyenne Andre Sasawai.
Cooper F. Schlegel.
Addison Elizabeth Schmidt.
Jane E. Schneider.
Seth D. Shuck.
Emily Francis Schultz.
Timothy James Schumacher.
Sean William Schusko.
Ethan Walker Seeley.
John E. Seymour.
Victoria Christina Sudis.
Divya Sivakumar.
Ryan S. Small.
Lily Madeline Smith.
Ryan Edward Smith.
Amanda Lisa Snyder.
Victoria J. Spuckty.
Alexander William Strebe.
Olivia Susan Stewart.
Emery E. Soroviak.
Stanley Maxfield Burrows Stillwell.
James Patrick Terriol.
Chloe Marie Sullivan.
Thomas J. Tawney.
Please get down in front.
Erin Elizabeth Sutton Beals.
Quinlan Maria Taylor.
Samir T. Tandon.
Evan Michael Thomas II.
Annabelle Slomsky Taylor.
Matthew Toe.
Tyler Daniel Teague.
Matthew Patrick Toner.
Paige Shelby Thomas.
Kevin B. Travers.
Tanaz Tofigi.
Benjamin C. Vick.
Julia Elizabeth Torres.
Matthew P. Verna.
Cole Simpson Vandegrift.
Shreya Reddy Vontel.
Chloe Marie Vandergeest.
Philip J. Wellner.
James Hart Virgilio.
Amy Catherine Legg.
Madison Olivia Walker.
Andrew Bennett Wolf.
Kelly Ann Wharton.
Kimberly M. Yang.
Noah Robert Wilson.
Fabian Esteban Zuniga.
Chase A. Walgamot.
Justin Thomas Zupito.
Hannah Elizabeth Yoon. Jonathan Javier Zuniga.
Will the class of 2019 please rise? Now that you have received your diplomas, you may move your tassels from the right to the left side and become Great Valley alumni. Congratulations. This concludes our ceremony.
I think I got good pictures of Ann. I will send it to you. Joe's right here.
I'll explain when we get to the restaurant. I'll explain. But yeah, keep going straight.
Nick, you're riding with me or Janine?
Can I hang on too?
No, I didn't. My mom was here, so the only real one here, my mom went to Flint Walk.